January ends, the Boston Bruins find themselves in first place in the Atlantic, and in a nice groove. 5 tough games separate the Bees from the Olympic break, and the goal is pretty straightforward. Finish strong and go into the break on a high note. The task starts with a team Boston has not beaten this season, one that the black and gold have some history with, the Montreal Canadiens. For Riley Smith and the Bees, this game is a chance to extend their first-place lead, but also even the series against the Habs, who took the first meeting between the two clubs back in December. Right from the start, things don't go as planned, as Montreal jumps out to an early 2-0 lead. It's a frustrating night for the Bruins. Not much clicking offensively or on the back end, and even getting into the scrums is difficult.
Forward. Hey, Bart. Hey, he's a D-man. I'm a forward.
It's a painful 4-1 defeat, made more painful because it's the Habs. The relentless schedule of the NHL regular season can be punishing at times. It can also be a blessing. Less than 48 hours later, they have the opportunity to get back on track against the Edmonton Oilers. The game also marks Andrew Ferentz's first return to Boston since signing with Edmonton last summer. There's some extra emotion and media on tap for the Oilers captain.
You know, I obviously, have a special place, in our lives for everything that happened here and with Boston. And I think that, a lot of people kind of appreciate that.
Some friendships will last forever, so despite wearing opposite jerseys, there is usually a time during the game to exchange hellos. But make no mistake, during play, the friendships are checked at the door.
Hold my stick! No, it was good. I just tried to roof it. You know what I mean? Because I knew he was over. So, yeah, I roofed it too much.
Midway through the first, the Garden scoreboard plays a tribute to Ferentz, and it's obvious that while he is gone from Boston, he is definitely not forgotten. Early in the second, with the game scoreless, a Boston power play ramps up the pressure on both teams.
Let's go. Come on, bud. We need this kill, boys. Come on. Come in. Come in. Get here. Good job, bud. Nice plays, Kreitz. We're holding on to it like a second too late, or we're rushing it. Like, just got to calm down. Pass it to you guys right away. And you guys don't have to break stride.
Though the Bruins have carried the play, their lead is only 1-0 as the third period begins. It's still anybody's game.
Let's go, boys. Come on, guys. Let's go. Great. Yeah, I was there. But it's a good shot. Hey, good shot. That's just why I was yelling. I was just yelling.
Despite the best efforts of Andrew Ferentz and the Oilers, the Bees' offensive pressure finally breaks through big time.
Good job, Crooks. Hey, come on.
A 2-point night for Jerome and Chad Johnson's first shutout of the season.
Congrats, Johnny. Great game, buddy. Great game.
A bittersweet return for Ferentz, and the black and gold get back to their winning ways. Jeff Ward is in his 7th season as a Bruins assistant coach, working with the team's forwards and power play. As he takes the ice on Monday after the Super Bowl, he's looking to prep the team for their next game, and has a question on a lot of people's minds the day after the big game. Who won the Office Squares pool?
Did you win any money?
No? Who was the big winner?
Quaden won the final score.
Quaden won the final score?
Soon enough, though, it's time for the real work to begin.
Get to the net! Get to the net! Rebound!
Even though the Bruins have been playing well, coaches always see room to improve.
Oh, good shot, Luch! Good finish. Hey, good finish.
Of course, no matter how hard the team is practicing, there's always time for a little on-ice humor to break up the grind.
You guys are textbook today.
Those are hot.
Textbook.
Who's better after party than Merlot?
If you go down, there's nothing. It's all jammed up. Make sure you come back out. So if he has nothing, it comes right back. Now we can open the other side up, right? Don't stay tight. Good shot. Take your shot if it's there. Take your shot. That's a good one to end on right there.
A good tune-up for the Bees. Tomorrow, they're back in action at the Garden. It's Bruins versus Canucks, a rematch of the 2011 Stanley Cup Final, and the boys are fired up to avenge a December loss in Vancouver. As the assistant coaches take their place on the bench for warm-ups, they're joined by someone most Bruins fans don't know. His name is Jeremy Rogalski. He's the team's video analyst.
So you got Booth, Kessler, Hansen as the second.
His first job every game is to confirm who's playing on each line for the opposition and get that information to all the coaches.
Pelletier, Lane, and Dalbe.
Who's the French guy?
I defer to you.
Next, he makes sure the assistant coaches have all their communications set up before finally taking his place in the team's video center.
Need help putting it on, let me know.
Which is a pretty cool place to work.
All right, boys, let's get her going. Yep.
There's no doubt tonight's game will be a hard-fought, physical affair once the puck drops.
I can't do anything. I'm trying to move my foot.
I know, but you're still outside. Guys here.
Knock the wind out of here. 2, 3, 3.
Back in his high-tech lair, Jeremy stays in touch with the coaching staff, recording and marking video for them to review during intermissions and post-game.
Yeah, I got Bergie at 2-0. I got Crutchy 1-0. Carl 1-0. Kelly 0-1.
Between periods, the office is a busy place. As the coaches come in from the bench, Jeremy gets them the video they need to make adjustments.
This guy's coming in net, and Millsy picks him up, and then these two guys are coming from up. Do I slide up?
Well, you know what? Eventually, we're going to come to you depending on where this guy is. I'm going to look at it right now and come and see you. I'm just going to look at the diesel right now and come.
I marked a couple of the ones where we got pinned in there for a minute plus. I don't know if that's what Ozzy's talking about.
After just a few moments looking at the game video, you can tell that despite a 1-0 lead, the coaches are not overly happy with the club's play thus far.
Well, if they're already engaged in the battle, he can kind of take that away. But if not, then he's got to hold the middle. Okay.
We're just slow reacting all over the diesel.
Oh, we are. We are. Our execution is poor right now.
A 1-0 lead is definitely not safe in the NHL, so tweaks are made to the game plan to make sure things go better in the second period. Bruins adjustments help, but the Canucks are not going away. With the score now 2-1, Daniel Paille gets the chance to give the black and gold a little breathing room.
Left! Heads up!
I was so tired, I'm just surprised I made a flat pass.
Bruins finished strong and come away with the W. It's a team win where contributions came from personnel on and off the ice.
Great win. Great win.
I'd like to. That's a job,
You know that old saying about how snow, rain, and sleet won't stop the post office from delivering? Well, it won't stop the Boston Bruins from getting to St. Louis either. The team has an appointment with one of the bests of the West, the St. Louis Blues, and a little snow in Boston isn't going to get in the way. Tonight, though, the Bruins will be without captain Zdeno Chara, who has been granted permission by management to miss the team's last 2 games before the Olympic break so that he can carry the Slovakian flag at the game's opening ceremonies. In his absence, the Bruins have recalled David Warsofsky. Warsofsky is from Massachusetts and played his college hockey at Boston University. And while the game may be in St. Louis, there are plenty of old teammates and other friends in attendance.
How are ya? Good, you? I feel like wherever we are, there's a big Bruins crowd. You know what I mean?
Having some friendly fan support will help tonight. The Blues play a heavy, physical style of game, very similar to Boston's. Warsofsky's skill set lands him some time on the Bees' power play, and the coaches have put him out there for a reason. They want him shooting the puck.
Right now, we're just not getting enough shots from the point, and all I see is, Shorty and I were talking, you're just looking to get the shots, so look where your next pass is going. That's fine. You don't let it look just
Referees and linesmen may not carry sticks, but they do have skates. And when those skates need some work, the Bruins staff and players are happy to help out.
If the ball lands on your section, everyone in your section wins a buffet voucher.
You're very astute.
Whenever I fall, it's not the skates.
I play snipers every night. There's one in every building.
Jaden Schwartz's goal makes it 2-zip Blues in the second period, but if you follow the Bruins, you know they're a resilient team that doesn't quit. They prove that again in the third.
Here we go. It's coming.
Smith guns it back to Krug. Boychuk's backup bomb off the inboard. Marchand scores! It's all time with 8:36 to go! Hamilton steals it right back. Soderberg finds Hamilton the shot. Glove save. Halak looked over his shoulder for a moment.
A great third period, but despite a lot of chances, it remains tied at the end of regulation. This game will be decided in overtime. So it's not a happy ending for David Warsofsky and the boys in St. Louis. It is, however, a well-deserved point in the standings. As the Bruins leave the ice and make their way home, only one game remains before the Olympic break, and they intend to finish with a positive result. Garden Ice is ready for the final game before the Olympic break. Tonight's opponent, Atlantic Division rivals, the Ottawa Senators.
I want it.
With captain Zdeno Chara away, the team's alternate captains, David Krejci, Chris Kelly, and Patrice Bergeron, have been filling the leadership role. And in the first period, that's exactly what happens. As a good leader, Chris Kelly is quick to praise everyone involved in the play. But that's not going to stop some good-natured chirping from the bench.
So you're just waiting.
I couldn't wait.
You're just waiting. Thanks. I'm kind of glad that you said it. There was a while there I didn't think you'd be able to.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
He passed last week's photo. Just congratulating him. Sky's the limit now.
Midway through the first, the scoreboard salutes the team's Olympians. On the bench, two-time gold medalist Jerome McGinley has some encouragement for his line mate. That being said, it was time for Krejci and his line mates to get involved in what's fast becoming a rout of the Senators.
Those easy ones. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, Doss, eh?
Now you give me easy ones. Nice job, man.
As the Bruins take a commanding lead in the third period, it allows the guys to have a little fun on the bench.
Sit, play. Think up the O-zone, D-zone. Oh, you can't go.
You need a good lineys, you know?
That's what's been keeping me back all these years. My line mate.
While the guys are feeling pretty good about this one, make no mistake, they intend to play the full 60 minutes.
Let's keep rolling, huh? Yeah, one more.
Yeah, don't
Let's go here. Play hard. Play hard. Nothing. Nothing against these.
Finds Soderberg. Soderberg stick handles his way in and he scores! The Bruins were their high water mark this season, their 7th goal of the game.
The 7-2 victory sends the black and gold into the Olympic break on a high note. After the game, the Bruins locker room is in high spirits. Most of the guys will enjoy some rare time off. But not everyone will be taking a break. The 5 Olympians on the Bruins roster will not be going on vacation. And though they will all be playing for different countries, Bruins president Cam Neely and everyone in the organization wishes them well. As dawn breaks over Boston and an empty TD Garden the next day, assistant equipment manager Matty Falconer is at the office.
How you doing?
Because Patrice Bergeron has an appointment in Sochi with Team Canada, and today is travel day.
Carry this for me. Got it. All right, thanks.
Patrice won gold with Canada in 2010, so he knows some of what to expect in Sochi. But with the Bruins' heavy schedule leading up to the games, it's only now that he can fully turn his attention to the task ahead.
It's nice and that the day's finally here, and I can, look forward to getting there and getting started. It's going to be interesting, definitely playing, your teammates, guys that you battle with 9 in, 9 out. But it's once you're on the ice, you don't really think about it. It's about, it's all business and making sure you do whatever it takes to win. The goal is always winning, right? It's always winning gold, and there's no point to go into an event not having that expectation. So we got to go out there, and we know that all the teams want the same thing that we want, and we need to want it more than them.
The first leg of Patrice's journey will take him to Newark, New Jersey, where there's a charter flight to Sochi. The good news is that he won't be traveling alone.
Is that us?
Yeah, I checked in here.
David Krejci, Tuukka Rask, and Louis Eriksson will be making the long trip with Patrice today.
Yeah. Should probably go through because you're not going to be able to bring that, though. All right.
Representing your country, any country, is the highest honor any athlete can ever have. The Boston Bruins are privileged to have 5 players enjoying that honor. Undoubtedly, most Bruins fans will be rooting for Team USA. But if you're like me, there's a little piece inside of you that's also pulling for these guys. We will see them and the rest of the boys when they return.